Hi everyone, my name is Eve and this is a story of my prepare meeting. It started when my mum and dad split up a year ago and my mum started drinking too much and my dad was just angry and ranting at me all the time.
See if I get another call for that school. The school phoned me again. That's the 5th time this month. Why are you not going to school?
Anyway, because I wasn't going to school, the social work got involved because people were worried. Truth was, my mum was drinking and I stayed home because I was worried about her. She was just really sad and lonely. My social worker, Kirsty, came to see me and we got talking.
I became involved with Eve a few months ago after school referred as they were worried about significant deterioration in Eve's school attendance. When she was in school, she also appeared withdrawn, emotional, distracted and a bit dishevelled. I undertook an initial assessment and identified a number of concerns for Eve's safety and well-being, which indicated the need to convene a child protection case conference.
I told her what was happening. Then she said we were going to have a big meeting led by an officer or something with loads of workers there. And I got really scared. There's no way could I talk to them about my family or what I think. Mum and Dad were totally stressed about it too. I was kind of wishing that I hadn't told social work anything.
When Kirsty told me we were having a conference about Eve, I was really stressed about what would happen.
I'm not interested to tell you.
When I found out social work wanted to have a meeting about Eve, I was like, total nightmare. And decided I would not be going.
Thanks, but no thanks.
What's coming up for Eve?
Definitely, I think that we'd probably need to organise a prepare meeting first. Do you think that's within our interest, yeah? And how about Mum and Dad? How do you think they're going to get on?
Don't know. Not great, but I could have a wee chat with them.
I'm Michael, and I'm the reviewing officer for Eve. I received a report from Kirsty and thought we needed to have an opportunity to meet the family before the conference, to look at the strengths as well as explain the concerns to them and hear their views. Kirsty and I organised with the facilitator to have the prepare meeting. A prepare meeting is a less formal meeting which helps us all prepare for the big meeting. It's very supportive and helps to put everyone at ease. We also invited Eve's gran, Susan, who she said is always around to listen to her and helped her mum and dad as much as she could.
Kirsty told me we could have a little meeting first, with my family and people who helped me, and not too many social workers, and I felt better. I thought I could tell them what I think. Mum and Dad chilled a bit too. Before we went to the meeting, Josie, a support worker at my school, met up with me, and we talked about what I wanted to say. Some of the stuff was hard to talk about, but we also ended up having a laugh about Josie's taste in music, which is really bad.
I'm Janine and I'm the facilitator. Kirsty and Michael called me to get the meeting organised. I got a room close to where the family live, which had comfy sofas and a kitchen. I made sure everyone could have a cuppa or a juice and got some nice biscuits for everyone too.
That's why I'm not going to school. So I'm staying at home to look after my mum, because my mum's drinking. That's why my mum and dad are arguing all the time.
I mean, she's just a young lass, she shouldn't have the responsibilities, and she needs to be getting an education.
I think it's just looking at what supports that you need at school, who's around for you, who's the relationships that needs to be put down. Would you agree with that? Got people at school that you would maybe want here?
We are looking to do a referral to ADARs for mum, so that she can get some support with her alcohol use.
I kind of just drink because it's just easy and it just numbs everything.
I think we could maybe try and talk to find a way so that everything doesn't become an argument, because we're not getting anywhere like this, you know what I mean?
And actually there's a lot of that you two are working quite well together. Eve's your priority and that we need to get a plan in place that makes sure that she's okay.
The prepare meeting with Eve and her family really helped us to understand everyone's views and what might help Eve. Everyone spoke about what their worries were, and Eve spoke about how her mum's drinking was making her feel and how her dad's anger was stopping her from feeling she was able to talk to him.
But I don't want my dad to moan at me for it.
We talked about the strengths in the family and what worked well. There were loads of strengths and everyone chipped in, adding to the list we made.
I didn't understand how Eve felt about my drinking. I spoke to the social worker, Kirsty, at the meeting and we talked about me getting some help. This was part of the plan for Eve and I agreed. Truthfully, it was a relief. I wasn't hiding anymore and I felt more hopeful than I had in a long time about getting help and making some changes.
Decided I would give the prepare meeting a chance. I just couldn't believe that we get biscuits and a cuppa at a social work meeting. I felt listened to, and because I could hear how my anger was making me feel, I asked for help to get some counselling. I was also able to speak with Vicky, and we agreed that we'd try to talk without getting angry with each other. The review officer suggested mediation. We agreed to give it a go. They said they would also be part of the plan for Eve.
Eve really opened up in the meeting. I think it was because she was relaxed and asked about the good things in her family as well as the worries for Eve. Eve shared her views with Josie at her school, and I could tell that the workers and mum and dad were really listening to her.
I'm so glad that we got the opportunity to have a pre-pair meeting today. It means that the big meeting could be a lot less formal. Everybody's met each other and are a lot more relaxed.
The prepare meeting was good for me. It helped my mum and dad talk in a calm way, even my dad, and listen to what it's like for me at home. I'm glad workers are going to get help for them.